Hey drone nerds, it's Matt. I'm here with El Dean from Sony. How are you today?
Pretty good, how you doing?
Very well, very well. Give me a little overview on Sony as a whole, and what do you guys bring to the drone market?
So as you know, we have our Airpeak S1 drone.
Yep.
We've been updating that on a regular basis with firmware updates, bringing new features, new functionality, also new performance, over the past year that we're at the show last year. So quite a number of updates. In addition to that, we have our ILX LR1, which is our full frame 61 megapixel, ultra compact, lightweight camera that can go onto drones as well. Not necessarily ours, but it's an industry open standard, right? So this ships with, connected cable for the back. It's very small and lightweight, 243 grams without a lens, right? So super, super lightweight and portable, multiple applications, mostly used for inspection, anything that needs super high detail, photogrammetry, surveying, mapping, those type of things. So very, very sought after product at the moment. Most of the other manufacturers, drone manufacturers that are looking for camera applications are coming to Sony, obviously because we're the number one in the camera industry. Right. And they're looking at using our 61 megapixel. It's the same sensor that we have in our Alpha series. So it is E-mount, interchangeable lens as well. So you have many different lensing options on the ILX LR1. Yeah. So that's a pretty cool product. And then this is a brand new product as well. So this is our PDT FP1. So this is a portable data transmitter. That's what the PDT stands for. So it looks like a phone, it's not a phone. It is Android based though, but it's a 5G IoT device. So think of this as a combination device of many different things. Monitor, encoder, transmitter. So specifically in the drone world, taking multiple images. You can imagine taking multiple images of a smartphone tower or a infrastructure asset or something like that, where you're going to have hundreds, if not even thousands of photos. The workflow is then to take those photos, get it back on the ground, pull the card, upload, blah, blah, blah. It takes a long time. With this device, we can connect it directly to the camera. You can either use Sony's app that we provide, the transfer and tagging app, or you could use third party. It is Android, so it's kind of open source. You can design almost anything for it, right? And while you're taking photos, using the 5G network to transmit those immediately back. So our transfer and tagging app, for instance, will tag even IPTC data. So in the photo world, it could be a photographer that's at an event, maybe it's a sporting event like the Olympics, and we tag all that information. In the enterprise world, it could be a pilot who's flying for a certain customer at a certain location, the tower, and all those images could be tagged and go directly into a designated FTP folder specifically for that asset at that location. That's cool. So it makes workflow really seamless. Yeah. It's an incredible device. Multiple inputs, dual USB, so you could use for charge or data transfer. RJ45 LAN cable, full-size HDMI. Like I said, you could also use it for external streaming. It's not only a data transfer device, but it's also a streaming device. Quarter 20 mount, it's got integrated fan, so it keeps cool. You can run it on external power all day. It has a 5,000 milliamp battery. Really an exciting product, the PDT FP1. That's really cool. Yeah. And then obviously there's tons of other applications that people have been speaking to us about over here, utilizing the Android operating system. It does have a Snapdragon processor, so it's an extremely powerful device as well. So that's really cool. Very cool.
How do the users get the most out of your products?
So in this particular instance, it's mostly about integration, right? We have our out-of-the-box experience. You can buy an Airpeak S1, put a Sony Alpha camera on it, and literally fly it straight away. And you have incredible image quality and all the functionality that we have for both the enterprise and content creation market. Something like an ILX LR1, this really becomes integration into other applications. So we've seen integration into multi-camera arrays that are used for photogrammetry capture. Our support that we give customers, we have an SDK. There's also an APK that you can tap into for certain level customers. We do have engineering support as well, and then products like the PDT FP1. This could be used out of the box, but it can also be integrated into other applications. So it really depends on the customer and what their needs are, what their budget is, and what the volume is that they're going to be producing, and that's how you can use the product at different levels.
And what can you tell me about your guys' development roadmap? What have you guys been focusing on? I mean, this is new. What other things have you guys been working towards for the next couple of years?
So typically Sony doesn't give out any information about any future products or developments. It's usually always a surprise to everybody. But you know, we're obviously looking at the market very carefully. So the drone market is growing, the enterprise market is growing. We've got our eye on what the demands are from the market. So in other words, camera technology, capture technology, device technology. So for instance, this device was born out of needs within the market that we've identified. So we're continually looking at, you know, what customers are looking for, what the trends are, and then also what Sony has to provide to come up with unique solutions that maybe nobody else has thought about. You know, the ILX-LR1, this is something that everybody wants: a small, compact, lightweight camera. You know, ditch the LCD, the viewfinder, the battery. Don't need that on a drone. Don't need that in a multi-camera array. Yeah. So that product was born out of the need in the market. This product was born out of multiple needs from different aspects. Somebody, you know, wants a better monitor. They want to be able to live stream. They want to be able to transfer data. They want to be able to integrate their own applications into a system that's kind of universal if you think about the Android operating system. So this device kind of came out of the blue. A lot of people didn't expect this. So we're looking at it at both perspectives of what can we develop out of multi-facets in the market that we identify that we can create a device only using Sony expertise, or what do we work on for feedback from customers like the ILX-LR1. So even with that product, we're still getting feedback from customers. Not everybody needs a 61 megapixel sensor. Not everybody has the needs for capturing images, for instance, maybe video. So we're always looking at what are the developments in the market that we should be working towards based on customer needs and trends.
Very cool. And really broad, where do you see the drone industry evolving as a whole?
You know, it's grown so much, and there's so many new applications that we're seeing year over year. This is the third time that we've been at Exponential. And every year there seems to be a new application or a new need that has risen out of this. So I think the autonomous vehicle market, whether it's a drone or whether it's you know, robotics or something that's motion, we're seeing a shift towards other industries at the moment. So I think keeping our eye on the market and saying not only what we already know that's, you know, required out of a drone in the air, but what is also required out of other applications, you know, we've had really interesting conversations here. Some of them we can't talk about yet because they were under NDA, but the market is not just focused on aerial anymore either. So I think that seems to be something that we're focusing on this year, is the ever-changing aerial market, but now also what else is coming out of the, you know, let's say robotics or automation market that, you know, humans don't have to do their physical work anymore. It interfaces with something else that does it.
Right. And we work really closely with you guys. What are some things that you like about working with Drone Nerds?
You know, there's so many different things. I think your guys' expertise, that probably stands out the most. Customer relationships, the good working relationship and the feedback cycle that we have with you guys. So, you know, you have a very good name in the industry, and I think it's, you know, it helps us to work with Drone Nerds and get our product out into the market through you as well.
Cool. Thank you for your time.
Cool.
Appreciate it. Thank you.